This intervention is addressing the real problem we are having today in Nigeria. If you like, recruit a police officer in every family, like in every house. If you like, recruit a soldier or a naval or an air force personnel in every home or every family. If you like, recruit men of the Secret Service, the DSS, across every home, every street, every family. It still will not guarantee our national security. Until and unless the real trigger of insecurity in Nigeria is tackled. What is bringing about the frustration? The lack of economic opportunities. In a big hotel like this, an average person who works here has an HND in a big hotel like this. Just like we came around, I left here at about 3 a.m. The people who came to sweep here find out more about them in terms of their educational background, in terms of the degrees they have acquired. You find out that these people are graduates. What job opportunities exist for them apart from hotel job, restaurant job, salesmanship, not executive salesmanship, like an apprentice hiring you to be a sales boy or a sales girl. A country where a graduate works and the salary is 40,000. Some of these people have wives. They have parents that are old, the people who train them, now depending on them, but they cannot take care of them. Many things trigger insecurity. And if we don't want to live in self-denial, let us embrace the fact that the system has failed. Knowing that the system has failed is one part of the solution. But not shifting the blame is the second aspect of this solution. Let me tell you the hard truth. If you live in this country and you believe that any political party will solve the problem we have today in this country, economically, socially, you are lying to yourself. If you mention APC, mention PDP, mention Labour Party, mention ABGA, mention NRO, mention any party you could remember the name, and believing that they can change this country for the better, you are deceiving yourself. You are deceiving yourself because you don't know the way the political system of this country is patterned. If you bring an Angel Gabriel from heaven to become Nigeria's president, I am sure after 3 months he would like to return to heaven. Those of us who know how the system is patterned are the ones to tell you the truth. I'm a power broker, political power broker, but I'm not a politician. I'm a freelance entrepreneur. We know them. You have a people who are ready to be liberated. There is always a cure. That is the role YEIDEP plays. Nobody is talking about building hospitals in Nigeria. Nobody is talking about rehabilitating or refurbishing the old and rickety ones. Nobody is concerned about whether your children will attend those schools. Nobody is concerned about repairing the roads. The percentage of the people who have held us hostage is less than 1%. And this political heredity has become a dynasty that exists only within and amongst them. Check who is appointed a minister, check who is appointed a commissioner, check who is appointed into any of the very juicy parastatus or agency from the same source. Nobody thinks about sitting down to decide on how to make things better. And if you check our political evolution, no matter how bad a current government is, the next one will be worse. Am I communicating? Am I communicating? It was it not in this country a president was ousted out of power. 12 years later, they want him back to come around. Wait, the person was not good enough 12 years ago. That means you are taking us back to the past 12 years. Nigeria is that bad. But the question to ask ourselves is, are we going to remain this way? The answer is no. The answer is no because we still have hope. The answer is no because the youths can come to the rescue. The answer is no because the other ones have lost their generation. That's why the answer is no. The answer is no because God has placed within the powers of the young people to make things right for themselves and for the next generation. The answer is no because we have 94 million ballots. Youths represent 60%. The answer is no because if 15% of our youth come together to say we want to change the narrative, let's come together. They can change any president, they can change any governor, they can chase away any senator or any federal house member. The answer is no because we can do it. The answer is no because it is possible. So what we have come to do now is to say, you know what? Let the young people come together and create for themselves the change they desire to see. The late Mahatma Gandhi said, be the change you desire to see.